For Britain's space industry, Brexit is both a challenge and an opportunity. We'll be prevented from accessing the highly accurate military-grade signal of the Galileo sat-nav system. But the government is so concerned about the threat to national security that it's willing to spend up to £5 billion building an alternative. Clyde Space is one of those hoping to pick up the business, pitching a radical plan of using a constellation of thousands of tiny satellites that could cover a whole region with pinpoint accuracy for just a tenth of the cost.
You could have a system that's far more precise and accurate than existing systems, even Galileo. That might mean you have only a limited amount of time you can use it as it passes overhead. But during that time you could do a lot of different things that could be to do with construction or maybe site management or military or other applications. But you would know when you're going to have that capability and you would use it at that point.
Clyde told Sky News its proposal has been rejected as too risky by the government, which is instead looking for more traditional alternatives to Galileo. But that's proving expensive.
There are big questions over whether the £90 million the government is spending on its Galileo contingency plans really offers good value. Currently, the satellites that are built here have to be launched from as far away as New Zealand. And yet, if the same amount of money had been spent accelerating development of a spaceport just 200 miles up the road, it would have been a boom for the UK space industry.
There's another obstacle to get round. Space is already crowded with satellite navigation systems launched by the US, Russia, China, Japan and India, as well as the EU. Each provides a precise military signal and a less accurate one for public use. The entire spectrum of frequencies has already been divided up. There's nothing left for Britain.
If Britain was to build a new system, it would have to get all those countries to agree on which part of the spectrum it would have to take spectrum from. Other people who have now been assigned it. So that is a big geopolitical headache for Britain to try and resolve if it goes ahead with its own navigation system.
I put that to the Science Minister. He insisted allies would give up capacity for Britain's benefit.
We speak to a number of our allies and there is opportunity here for us, and we can't sort of discuss everything because this is part of our security needs and there are a lot of our conversations that go on. But there is a way in which we can deliver something that is consistent with our military needs, but with other allies that are willing to work with us.
Whatever happens, Britain will still have access to the American GPS system, even for weapons. So is it worth the cost and diplomatic effort of us trying to find our own way? Thomas Moore, Sky News.